god, it's covered in Pokemon blood. Oh yeah. Sorry. Now, we already covered the topic of kids TV shows, aka one of the most effective methods of turning your children into horrific zombie monsters in order to generate a profit for these horrible companies. But there's one thing that we haven't covered yet so far, and it is probably the worst danger ever. And actually, we are also submitted to this weakness to humanity. At this moment, it is a platform known as YouTube. Now, what is YouTube and why is it very dangerous? I don't want to focus on the adult stuff, like basically what I'm doing right now. I want to focus on the real hard hitter. It is called YouTube Kids videos. Why are these horrible? Corporate greed, death, poison, and extremely non-kiddo things. Like, I know that it got deleted, but for a significant amount of years on YouTube, a Hitler Finger Family song has been plaguing the child's mind, creating neo-Nazis. Don't demonetize me. But there are other things that haven't been demonetized because they aren't deemed horrible. For example, Finger Family song. As you all know, the Finger Family song is a horrible method of adultery torture that is placed onto a child's mind until they eventually get used to it and pass on the amount of pain that is inflicted by this singing chant that was made by greedy people. Now, the first one was obviously made in 2007, and it only had a couple like 2,000 views, which is nothing in YouTube. But then that song became very popular, and more people started copying it, and even the vicious CoComelon, even they copied it. And when CoComelon copies it, now look, they're a monopoly, and those monopolies are obviously going to try to turn your kids into zombies. So of course, all the other zombie makers are going to follow suit on what the big boy did, or the big baby. And they're also going to turn Finger Family into some stuff that they do. In fact, many private YouTubers, actually became successful due to the hypnotizing of children and the torturing of adults and also older children with the Finger Family song, which is horrible and inhumane, if you ask me. But how inhumane is it? Well, if you ever type online CoComelon Finger Family song, you turn it on, first you get the horrible noises of the watermelon killing a butterfly. And then, right after that, it starts with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbol, getting you prepared for your inevitable, torturing, painful passing. And right after that, you hear the chant of hell, created by Satan and himself, and then you just listen to what it's doing. And all of a sudden, your eardrums burst, your blood vessels explode, blood pours out of your ears, and you scream, and your brain dies. That's what CoComelon's Finger Family song is like. And it's not only for the Finger Family song of CoComelon, it's every single Finger Family song that you are ever going to see. So, what else is bad about this type of YouTube besides CoComelon? A lot. I want to get into another one, which you parents who have younger children probably know a lot about. What is this? Eggs. We all love eggs, unless you're a young child and you don't like eating boiled eggs because they don't taste good. They taste delicious, you should try it if you're young. But what if, instead of egg yolk and egg white being inside of an eggshell, what if it's a toy and chocolate? That is the horrors of something known as surprise egg videos. They are all over YouTube. If you actually type it in, you will see that there are way too many results. Most of them are from big YouTube channels, generating insane amounts of profits and getting a lot of revenue thanks to YouTube and advertising stuff. And because children usually have it on autoplay, like me when I was younger, it will just keep on playing and playing and playing and playing, and it would really, really turn your mind into a dead body. It will turn you into a chalk outline on the New York, Brooklyn streets. Now, besides all of the horrible, offending jokes that I am making at this moment, I am going to cover into the anatomy of these egg videos. Now, this is called dopamine. What is dopamine for you younger viewers? Well, you probably heard it in like the recent news and stuff talking about tech and other things. But dopamine is a natural chemical that is produced in your brain and your body as a reaction to a pleasant or positive feeling or reaction when due to outer causes. For example, the dopamine hit of the reveal is good for your brain. Although it actually isn't, your brain doesn't care, it's dopamine. So we all want dopamine, like how we all want this thing called money. So as dopamine is technically the money of the brain, everybody is trying to look for it. And if you can get it very easily with a work called Watch This Finger Family Song thing, or watch somebody open up an egg and have nothing but a toy fall out, it makes children really, really excited. And when children are excited, guess what happens? More children are going to spread the rumor of this wonderful way to hypnotize them, and more children will be able to see this horrifying devil's trick, and more of them will get hypnotized by the causes of these YouTube channels. But you're going to see them everywhere. You're going to see it being made by kids, adults, but they're all doing it for one simple reason, and that is money. If you ever go look on, let's say, the title of something released by Arcoy Toys Reviews or something like that, you are going to see that the title is not even a title. I know that scientific names are just big blobs of random dead languages. Latin is not dead, by the way. But there's something else. It always, of course, contains the words surprise eggs for kids, or not for kids, maybe for young children, or just for children anyways. But you're going to see it's going to just be a jumbled mess of language. It's going to be like superhero toys surprise egg video for children, 2018, 30,000 eggs, awesome Cars 2 movie toys, times 7,000. And it's just going to be random. Now, the kids who are going to be watching the videos, they're not going to be looking up. They're just going to look up surprise eggs, and that's it. And then right after that, you're just going to get all this weird language. They're not going to read it. You know what's going to read it? YouTube algorithm, which is the bad thing about YouTube when it comes to children. The algorithm basically takes what's in the title, and the more things that are in the title, the more things are similar to other successful videos, so YouTube is more likely to put it in somebody's recommended section. And when you get something in your recommended section, you know you're starting to get more money. But the way that people get money with this is a horrible venture, because it ends up turning children into zombies, and we must fight to stop it. But YouTube and TV shows aren't the only threat. What's the other threat? I'd say it's the worst of all. Next time, we will cover the hypnotizing nature of you talking to your child, influencing your child, and teaching them the wrong thing.